Hello, my name is Lloyd Pitnet, and I work under the moniker of Red Sky Guitars. The guitar I'm making is called the Resolution Standard Carved Top, which I also offer in a whole myriad of options. This guitar will have a 635mm scale with a hardtail Wilkinson bridge. I haven't 100% settled on the electronics as of this video, much less the color. Here you can see I'm drilling some holes to make it a little bit easier to cut with my jigsaw, as I currently do not have a bandsaw. This makes it a lot easier to make any corners, and also, well, keeps it from binding up anywhere as I make cuts. I've been doing this for about 3 years now, and I've made 6 or so guitars to date. And the reason I'm making this video series is to show that anyone can do this. This specific video I'm not going to go over too many details, as it's super basic woodwork, but mostly to use it as an introduction to myself. One of the joys of using a jigsaw as opposed to a bandsaw is obviously the blade deflection. As you can see here, the blade is definitely started in one spot and has crept into the design itself. Fortunately, I'm staying well outside my line, but it definitely is something you have to be conscious of when using, well, less than stellar tools, as you can see me smacking pieces off of it. Prior to this, I have actually no woodworking experience, other than watching my grandfather a few times in his shop as a child. All I did is what you're doing now, watching as someone else does what I want to do, make guitars. I took notes, I jumped on as many forums as I could, sifted through all the opinions versus real knowledge, and started drawing my own designs. Here you can see me using a router sled that I made myself from inspiration from a person on Instagram. The idea of getting a thickness sander or anything like that sounds like a great idea until you realize that anything that does more than 12 inches wide of wood costs you well over $1,000 Canadian. This, on the other hand, was some scrap left over from the finishing of this garage, so I just, well, in so many words, made some rails, made something for my hand router to follow, and well, slowly chip away at it until it's the thickness in which I require. Honestly, a little hand planing goes a heck of a lot farther than using sandpaper the entire time to take out all the high spots. Here I'm just using 120 grit just to level everything out, making it a little bit easier to put it on a bench and keep everything level. The masking tape and superglue trick. This catches a lot of flack from some woodworkers while other people swear by it. I personally enjoy it very much so because it keeps the need for having like 4 or 5 different kinds of tape in my shop. Also, who doesn't have masking tape and superglue laying around? Here you can see I am using a Forstner bit to take out the excess wood before actually starting the chambering. The following videos I'll definitely go into more detail, as especially the neck people seem to find to be too daunting of a task. I'm hoping to show you that it's not actually that hard, and that you'd actually want to make the neck more than the body. It's the part you actually play. The body can be any shape as long as it's comfortable. I mean, let's be honest, you'll put a guitar back on the wall if the neck is not a comfortable shape, and probably judge the entire company based on that one neck. Oddly enough, I've found this very difficult to make, this overall video. The shooting of the footage wasn't too bad, and hopefully I'll get better as I go. This pretty much concludes the actual construction of the body itself, and I hope that you'll be seeing the next videos that I make, as they're going to go into a lot more detail, especially with the neck. And hopefully I'll be a little less awkward with the audio. Have a good night, guys.